Big money just changed the rules of the crypto game. If you think Bitcoin and Ethereum are only for retail investors, you need to think again. I'm Brett at CryptoGX, and in this video, I'll break down how institutions and ETFs are reshaping the entire crypto market. We'll look at how the next big bull run will look totally different, why big investors are finally jumping in, and what that means for your portfolio by the end. So institutions are organizations like banks, hedge funds, and insurance companies that move billions of dollars all at once. Now you can see in articles like this on Binance Square why institutions are avoiding crypto, or have traditionally in the past, and until recently most of them did stay away from crypto because it seemed too risky or unregulated. Now that's changing. Wall Street firms like BlackRock and Fidelity have entered the game, and when institutions invest, they don't just buy a little, they buy a lot, and so this creates stronger demand and pushes prices even higher over time. Now when it comes to institutional investors, we can't talk about them without also talking about ETFs. And an ETF means an exchange traded fund. It's like a basket that holds assets such as Bitcoin or Ethereum and trades on the stock market like a normal share. So this essentially means that investors can buy exposure to crypto without needing to hold the actual coins or worry about wallets and private keys. Now, as you can see here, when Bitcoin ETFs were approved in 2024, it opened the door for pension funds, retirement accounts, and corporate portfolios to buy in safely. Billions of dollars poured in during the first few months. This created steady demand and made crypto less volatile, basically since ETFs hold assets long term instead of flipping them daily. Now, this also applies to Bitcoin's regular cycle and the halving effect, or the halving cycle, that I've talked about in many other videos. And if you're not familiar, every few years Bitcoin goes through a halving. This basically means that the reward that miners earn for adding new blocks to the blockchain gets cut in half. This instantly slows down the rate of new Bitcoin entering into circulation. Each halving has historically started a bull run, which is a long period of growth for Bitcoin. And ETFs specifically have I would say, influence over these bull runs, or at least during them, because, the price movement of Bitcoin during these bull runs is already part of the kind of supply and demand curve and effect that is going to happen with Bitcoin anyway. But when there is this big push for Bitcoin's price and lots of attention going on it, that makes a lot of eyes that are outside of the crypto world interested into it, and then they create these ETFs, and then the ETFs have more inflows, and then the price rockets even higher for Bitcoin. So it adds to and compounds on the halving effect that we have seen year over year, or cycle over cycle, since it's roughly every 4 years. Now, Bitcoin doesn't do all this on its own. There's also Ethereum and lots of other altcoins that have an effect on the entire crypto market. Ethereum is the biggest altcoin and the base for most decentralized applications and NFTs. Ethereum ETFs are now being approved too, which means that institutions are also buying Ethereum in bulk. Now, we're also seeing other altcoins having ETF filings and approvals, and these are just more ways that more cryptocurrencies are getting more eyes on them and getting more availability for people to funnel money into them. So all of this is basically just a tube that is getting widened for people to just throw their money into. Now in 2025, we also have an interesting new event or new narrative in the cycle, which is AI within crypto. This is a very kind of unexpected thing if you were to be sitting in the last bull run 4 years ago and wondering what's going to come next. Well, AI in crypto is probably not what's on most people's minds, at least if they're not deep into the crypto universe. But AI and crypto tools are emerging with surprising levels of popularity. AI tools can analyze trading patterns, predict volatility, and even automate portfolio rebalancing. I actually did a video on this. You should check that out on the channel as well. Now, at the same time, blockchain technology helps AI systems share data securely across different platforms. Investors are betting on this crossover, which is why AI tokens are among the top performers in 2025. Basically, when there's a new trend, people are all over it. And in this case, because this trend has massive utility and some of the projects actually have use cases, that is going to drive lots of growth. Some of them are just saying AI, most likely. There's probably plenty of little meme coins out there that are just saying whatever AI, and they're, incorporating some dumb thing. But if you really deeply look into the fundamentals of bigger projects that have real utility, that's going to go somewhere. So let's talk about how to spot the early signs of a bull run, at least so you can be prepared for the next one, because we're obviously in one right now. And a bull run is essentially that prices are rising steadily across a long period of time, and the majority of the market thinks that things are going up. We are in an uptrend. That's where the price is going, just to put it simply in kind of layman's terms. Now, before a bull run, you will see Bitcoin dominance go up, meaning Bitcoin takes the larger share of the entire crypto market. Most of the money is going into Bitcoin. As you can see right here, this sort of orange line right here that's trending up, you can see that basically is an upward trend in Bitcoin dominance. This goes from about about November of 2022 all the way to today in October of 2025. So a pretty long time in this rise. And it's really easy to see now looking back, but back then, if you saw this little movement, you'd be like, well, we moved up right here a little bit too. So you have to be watching it for a long, long time and understand the overall cycle timeline. Now, as we can see here, it also shows us Ethereum and others, and the altcoins basically follow crypto as a whole, but they also move a little bit differently and they can lag as well. If we look at this previous peak right here in 2020, then we see the altcoins rise as we see Bitcoin dominance go down, meaning the money was shifting into the altcoins. You can see this with the altcoin season index as well, as this altcoin season index goes into this blue zone here, probably roughly in the kind of 60-70 range. Oh, here you go, 75 range. That's basically going to tell you that alts are flying, and then vice versa with Bitcoin. Now, other clues that are related to where we are in a Bitcoin bull run is based on ETF net daily inflows and outflows. And as we look over time, if we look in certain areas, then we can see basically what's happening with Bitcoin. If you look right here in November 8th of 2024, we had a huge spike. This is when during this bull run, Bitcoin had a gigantic spike. So rising ETF inflows equal higher trading volume, and stronger social media activity will also boost crypto and specifically Bitcoin as well. Now, we can't talk about crypto gains without also talking about the risks that you need to know. Crypto can move very fast in both directions. Institutions can also pull money out just as quickly. We have things like the fear and greed index to basically have you keep watch of if things are getting too greedy, things might be going the other way. Regulation is also a wild card. Governments may change rules on stable coins and exchanges or taxes. So basically you want to watch out for those things. You also want to watch out for hacks, rug pulls, and fake projects. They still exist, especially during these hype cycles. So that's why you need a plan before the next wave hits. I have a video on kind of how to plan out your portfolio and things like that on the channel, so make sure to check that out. Now, when it comes to the institutions and ETFs transforming this crypto future, they're making it more stable and more credible and more mainstream. With Bitcoin's halving and AI's rise, we're entering a very unique cycle where old patterns might not apply. Really, my opinion here is that this could be the most important crypto bull run ever because it's the first one being built on real global adoption and honestly drastic regulatory change. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something in this video. If you want to get some crypto of your own, I put links in the description for Coinbase and crypto.com where you'll get at least $50 in free crypto for signing up with those links. And if you want to get into meme coins, I also left a link to MoonShot where you can claim some free meme coins when you sign up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and hit subscribe if you want to stay tuned for all things crypto. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.